Dakota Saturday. Got my chores done. But anyways, cone of shame. So behind the title of the live stream here, Charlie, you know, the dog, the little puppy or whatever, he got some ringworm that we're treating. Had to go buy a cone of shame to keep him from licking off his medication or whatnot for it. You know, it's just so funny because that cone, when dogs have it, they just head down, just cute puppy eyed, all depressing and whatnot. So I think it's adorable personally. But how funny would it be, you know, if we had cones of shame for humans? I mean, they used to do the dunce caps, you know, in school for children. I think nowadays there was still one. So, like for instance, like pedophiles or something, they had to wear something like that, so you knew who they were. I don't know. I mean, it's some sort of concept of punishment that might be, I don't know, might be effective. But hey, personally, I think they should just be put to death. But that's my opinion. However, so anyway, shooting sports month. Gonna bust out some rimfire tomorrow. We'll go do some 22s, go over some different 22s with different features, whether it be you know, classic Ruger 1022, little Marlin lever action 22s, or Henrys, as well as bolt action. So we'll have some awesome footage for that. Wife and I's company is just about ready to launch. It's going to be pretty cool. We're pretty excited about it. We've got everything all lined up and ready to go on that. So once it's launched and everything's up and running, we'll have the information for everybody to check it out and what we're doing and whatnot. But other than that, folks, summer is just about officially over. For those of us that have kids, they all start going back to school, which, quite frankly, you know, time just goes fast, way too fast, and then it's just before you know it, they're growing up and out. I mean, like, one of the craziest things my mother had said to me the other day when I was speaking about my daughter is, because my daughter's 9, my mom's like, well, pretty much half of the time that you'll have with her ever living with you and whatnot is just about done. Because, of course, when kids turn 18, they move out and all that good stuff, which is also a bummer. But I don't know, kind of an unsettling feeling thinking about that. Of course, you want your children to grow, go out into the world, and be able to manage their own lives. I mean, my wife came up with something, and maybe she heard it from somewhere else. I'm not sure, but it pretty much it is. Well, once you have children, oh, grasshopper. Once you have children, you're not the main person leading role in your theater of life. You become a supporting role at that point, because you know, after that, your kids are the number one thing in life, which totally makes sense. Pretty good saying, I think. So, not going to talk about the SIG bull crap, because everybody's covered the SIG bull crap. The only thing I'm going to say is, told you so. Glad I got rid of mine a long time ago. I'm glad I never had to use any of those when they were issued out, that M17 and M18. I mean, going off in Safariland holsters and whatnot, forget about it. You know, I'll stick with the good old Beretta M9 any day. I mean, it's old and effective at least. Plus, it's Beretta. But so let's see, project-wise, guys. Okay, working on some other stuff as far as firearm maintenance goes. It's touchy because YouTube likes to give you strikes and whatnot about certain things. Some of those, I've got some more comedy ones dropping. I've re-upped a bunch of older ones. You know, I might start redoing the funny different negligent discharges or Biden awards. And for those that you know, just barely subscribed or newer to my channel, you know, you can check these all out. Just humor, making fun of people. I uploaded Grannies with Guns. That one's pretty funny. It's a bunch of old ladies who are all shooting AKs and ARs and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I got a kick out of it. The fact that these old ladies are out there popping off rounds cracks me up. But I don't know. Definitely check that one out. What else here? As far as like pistol drills, I got a couple of those. I'm still editing and whatnot for the footage. What I'm trying to do, I mean, I've almost got it down on the software where it's to, like, while I'm recording, while shooting, have one that's facing the target, one facing me. That way, you know, it's you can actually see what the hell I'm shooting at, not just random shit. Quite frankly, I think it's important after doing drills to show people your groupings and things like that, so you can actually be honest and transparent about it. Because I'll tell you what, straight up, I mean, I always aim center mass, but that's just because it's a larger area. There's vitals all over in that area. Now, of course, if you're going to do a Mozambique stop, which for those of you that aren't familiar with that one, basically what it is it's 2 in the chest and 1 in the head stop drill. You pop off 3 rounds. But I say start out just doing singles. Go ahead, King Kong. What's up? Ask away. But, you know, as far as drills go, it's important to keep an eye on your groupings. That way you can continue to make corrections when you're shooting, improve your accuracy and whatnot. So start out small and then just work your way up. No need to rush. Take your time. Do your breathing exercises and get the proper gear, you know, for training and whatnot. Good shot clock timer is always handy. A lot of people nowadays, there's apps you can download. I think I put a video out on for apps for people in shooting and how to do all your stats and stuff along that line. But, you know, that's just, I'll repost some more of that coming up here pretty soon. Aside from that, hunting season is just about around the corner. We've got about a month before that starts out. It's always a fun time of year. But plus, you know, cooling off, being so damn hot. But, you know, then again, being an American, we tend to bitch about it being too hot. Then we turn around and complain about it being too cold. So it's, I don't know, is what it is. Good old hypocrisies, guys. But, you know, as far as it goes, drills and all that good stuff. I'll have some more Gunfather stuff coming out. There's a few of them. You know, I got asked a question today about like my content because I had that piece about Billy the Kid that I was working out for Outlaw Gunners, and then there was a bunch of different stuff that you know was copyrighted material, so I couldn't use that. Even I couldn't get permission to use that, and so it's the reason why that one got put on hold. SIG put a lot of stuff on hold on account of what's been going on with it. You know, so as far as information goes and whatnot, you know, it's just a hassle right now. And what was the third one? I was doing, oh yeah, Derringer. Yeah, there's a bunch of inaccurate information about him out there that I'm, you know, trying to get the truth about. I mean, the crappy thing about it though, when with gun models and stuff being over 100 and plus years old, it's difficult to find decent records, especially because nowadays everything we do is we rely on electronically. You know, it's something like I tell my kids, I'm like, look, you guys can go throw it through that chat, whatever GBT chat or whatever the hell it is. You can go Google stuff to find it. When I was a kid, Google was you ride your bike to the library, you go look through the Dewey Decimal System trying to find anything that's relevant to what you're trying to look up. And, you know, that was our Google. But, you know, all these older records and files and stuff, there's pain in the butt to find. I mean, so, you know, that's kind of why there's been a halt on a few of those. Chris Kyle one's almost wrapped up. A lot of people are like, why are you doing stuff about Chris Kyle, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Regardless of him embellishing his career and all the other controversy and shit like that. Hi, Mackenzie. Welcome, guys. You know, he still was United States military, still a Navy SEAL sniper, still accomplished quite a bit. It's disappointing a lot of the stuff that had been said or whatnot, you know, and that's kind of where all the drama began in the veteran community, or the vet bro community, I should say. I mean, you know, you think about it, Chris Kyle, I think that American Sniper film was pretty much the first kind of actual Navy SEAL movie or whatnot based on true stories and stuff like that, because, you know, their ethos and whatnot is the silent professional. And, you know, now everybody's writing book deals. But I mean, Dick Marcinko, you know, when he was over it, you are the only one to see me for the past month. Oh, seriously, Mackenzie, why is that? I don't understand what you mean. For the past month. I don't get it. Like, are you banned from people's chats or what? But Dick Marsico and Red Cell and all that stuff. He did a little bit. He was also getting in trouble all the time. Oh, to say the name. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad. Welcome for, thankful to come into the chat. Then, always appreciate people checking out the lives. Marcinko, he had done some embezzling type stuff or whatever, and of course caused a lot of problems for him. You have the Lone Survivor book that Marcus Luttrell supposedly about. Unfortunately, that had a lot of inconsistencies, inaccurate things, which, is really stupid because, quite frankly, we want to hear all these stories about people that serve our country. Unfortunately, though, they decide to record the ones that aren't exactly true to make themselves look good. With the Navy SEALs in the last 20 some odd years, it's like their recruiting tools. It's PR. It's almost like it's become a brand now rather than a branch. So it's kind of an interesting thing. And now, with the Green Beret community and all that stuff, those veterans, they're starting to clean house or whatnot over there. Personally, I think that's something that should be just between all of them. I mean, the whole Tim Kennedy thing was ridiculous. Take care. Thanks for dropping in, Mackenzie. And it's just like, look at the Navy vet bro situation. You look at the controversies. You look at the Green Berets. Marines don't do as much dumb shit. So, that's is what it is there. But, it's, I don't know. Clean house. Sometimes I get a little irritated when people that are not veterans are over there trying to get involved in that type of shit. And it's like, really, guys, step back. Let people who know take care of it. You don't know what you're talking about. And there's a few content creators on here that do that, and I can't figure out for the life of me why they're criticizing and doing all this stuff when they're not veterans and they have no skin in the game. I mean, it's just, now, of course, just doing things that are offensive or causing issues, with the image of the military. I can understand civilian people who have family members and love their country and whatnot. But the extent some of these guys go, it's like, I know you guys are just doing this for content to get money, profit off of. Quite frankly, I don't like the fact when I find out about people profiting off of veterans and the veterans aren't getting shit out of it. It's like one of those things when people always say, well, I almost joined. You almost joined. Okay, nobody gives a shit about your almost joined story. There's always the almost joined but. And it's like, is it these type of people? Is it, I just don't get it. Like, do they live vicariously? I don't understand it. It's just really confused the living shit out of me. But, it's great that people are supportive, it's all that good stuff. It's just really weird when they try to get into business that really they don't have any business doing, nothing in there. But that's kind of my rant for today, guys. Anyways, thanks for the few people that were in the chat. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the last few days of summer and take care.